The Tokyo Express was the nickname given by Allied forces to the Imperial Japan Navy's ships, specifically destroyers and submarines, that ferried men, materiel, and supplies from their base in Rabaul in New Britain down the slot to New Guinea and the Solomon Islands during the Solomon Islands campaign in the Pacific during the Second World War. The Tokyo Express convoys ferried these men and materiel at night out of fear for Allied air superiority during the day. And it was these convoys that became the center point and the focus of naval operations committed by the United States, the New Zealand, and Australian navies during the Solomon Islands campaign. One of these Tokyo Express convoys was intercepted on the night of the 12th and 13th of July 1943 off of the island of Kolombangara in the Solomon Islands. This reinforcement task force, under the command of Rear Admiral Sunju Izaki, comprising of the light cruiser Jintsu and a myriad of destroyers and converted destroyer transports, made a run down the slot to try and land their troops and materiel on the way to Kolombangara. An Allied naval force under the command of Rear Admiral Walden L. Ainsworth and comprising of the U.S. light cruisers Honolulu and St. Louis, the Royal New Zealand light cruiser Leander, and a myriad of destroyers of the Fletcher and Benson types were there deployed with radar coverage to intercept. Over the course of the ensuing early morning action, the Japanese task force was able to escape certain destruction by turning away and deploying smoke. However, the IJN Jintsu, flagship of the fleet, was engaged by Allied ships when she turned on her searchlight, and she was reduced to a wreck before finally being hit by torpedoes and sank at about 1:45 in the morning, with nearly the entire crew being lost. However, as the Japanese task force turned away, they launched a full broadside of long-lance torpedoes. Multiple hits were secured, with both the St. Louis and the Honolulu heavily damaged, with their bows blown off and the foreparts of their ships heavily crippled. Also, the USS Gwin was struck amidships by a torpedo and had to be scuttled at 9:30 the next morning, while the New Zealand Leander was also hit by a torpedo as well. She had to be sent back to base for repairs and never returned to action during World War II. Today on Twitch, the King of the Seas NA admin team is proud to present WarGames 4 Kolombangara as a continuation of our WarGames tournament series. The first 3 tournaments took place before King of the Seas 7 last fall, with the intent upon helping new and inexperienced teams out in the rigors of competitive gameplay. However, with patch 0.8.0 came the vaunted carrier rework, the revolutionary patch that changed Wargaming's World of Warships overnight. With that being the case, teams of all competitive experience are allowed to participate here in WarGames 4. Also, the rules have been slightly changed to allow teams to forego the aircraft carrier, long a staple in competitive gameplay, in favor of a third battleship to bring extra firepower. These changes are intended to help diversify the team comps that teams bring and to see how the meta adapts to the new carrier changes. This is the Sneaky Snake for the King of the Seas NA admin team. We hope you guys enjoy today's tournament and enjoy watching it on Twitch. Welcome to WarGames.